Allora, questa è la presentazione dell'Aprilia RSV4X. Fra poco la vedrete anche su GP1, ovviamente con tutte le immagini. Adesso siamo qua nel paddock di Barcellona. Sono un po' in ritardo. Noi ovviamente la moto l'abbiamo già vista, è molto bella, è praticamente una MotoGP in miniatura. Siamo già in grado di dirvi pressappoco quello che costa, una sciocchezza, 90.000 euro. Diciamo che gli appassionati di BMW M, Ducati Panigale V4R, Yamaha R1, insomma adesso hanno una moto in più da scegliere. Sono un po' in ritardo, ma ragazzi, che vi devo dire? Aspettiamo e vediamo quello che ci dicono. Qua siamo circondati dai colleghi, vediamo che immagini riusciamo a darvi. Allora, cominciate a scrivere nei commenti come ve la immaginate, perché qui facciamo un po' di spoiler, no? Sotto questo telo rosso, cioè, qualcosa si intuisce, no? Cioè, ci sono delle forme della carenatura che in qualche maniera si lasciano immaginare, no? Vediamo nei commenti come le immaginate. Per esempio, come vi immaginate il cupolino più simile all'RSV4 attuale, alla X o più alla MotoGP? In questo momento avete visto è uscito Bonora. Vediamo un po' che cosa ci dicono. Tanto cominciate a rompere il salvadanaio perché qui dei soldini ve ne servono parecchi. Già so che i miei colleghi, quelli che fanno sempre le prove, dico parlando solo del nostro, di Marco Caregnato, già stanno sbavando. Eccoli qua, arriva Boselli.
And we're going to start with our presentation, and you will be amazed by the bike that we will unveil in a few seconds, which will be amazing.
Boselli, scoprila che mi finisce la batteria del telefonino.
Paolo Scalera, one of the if I say old, it's not nice.
No.
If I say most experienced journalist in the paddock, how many presentations have you seen in your life?
No, I just only say that I'm here from 1977. Sorry.
1977. So 1977. So
GP was 1965.
A couple presentations you
But my friend here is from
1965, my first GP.
Next year, I was born
That is
in
amazing.
78.
Okay, we are ready to start with our presentation. So let's have a look to the first video of this launch.
77 Scaleridis was 1 year old.
Yes. Insomma, qui stiamo perdendo tempo, vogliamo vedere la motocicletta. Allora, adesso sai cosa faccio? Per ingannare un po' il tempo, qui vicino a me c'è uno dei giornalisti tester più smanettoni, è greco. Chiaramente io dico che è uno dei più smanettoni perché poi dopo mi invita in Grecia, nelle isole greche. Allora adesso ve lo faccio vedere.
So thank you for being here.
Eccolo
Gracias
qua.
por ser aquí.
Ciao,
Io
ragazzi.
quiero un
Dimitri.
applauso.
Sono
un
un
applauso
po',
just
un
for warming up the
po'
environment.
vecchietto come
It's a very important
Paolo.
moment for us.
Il mio primo
We
Gran
are
Premio
going to
come
have
giornalista era
a launch of a bike
1983
that we
Rijeka.
hope, as the previous
Adesso
X
vediamo,
bikes, will make history. You've seen in this video the 4 X bikes that we launched on the market. They were all great successes, and we are very happy about it, especially the one of last year. But we are here today just to present and to launch the 5th X-Bike of this incredible brand. So let me call here on stage Aprilia Racing CEO Massimo Rivola, the one who actually thought in the first place about the X-Bikes. So Massimo, we are going to have a look at the bikes that have been the history. Just tell us, because it is one of the many ideas that you had. What is in your mind? What you thought about when you thought about the X series?
Hi everybody. It was in 19 actually, where we had 10 years of RS4, let's say, legend. And at the time we thought, let's make something special, and we did only 10 bikes only, and it was super successful. So we started creating a sort of brand, because X means extreme, means excitement, means a lot of things. X in Roman means also means 10. It was the 10 years of that. And every year there was something special. There was the Tono X, there was the X30, celebrating the 30 years of the first World Championship of Aprilia. And then there was last year another commemorative that was 30 years of the Max Biaggi bike, the 250. And we launched that, the Extrema, that was in actually a livery that was quite remembered. You remember the chest, the black, the perla nera, the black pearl.
So when you think about the X bikes, what is the first thing that comes to your mind, and what is the first thing that comes as to the mind of the people who have it?
It was, it's something special, something extreme, something unique. Something that you are not sure if you want to use on a track or just put in your house to watch every day, because it's something handmade and done with all the passion that we have in Aprilia Racing.
Okay, thank you very much, Massimo. We've seen the bikes here, like the one that we presented last year, but now we are ready to watch a video clip of the riders that are actually today in 2025 on our MotoGP bikes.
Blackberry had a child. Yeah, Blackberry.
So let's welcome here on stage our 2025 MotoGP rider Marco Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin. Vieni, Marco, vieni. So yesterday we had the possibility to have some video shooting, photo shooting. I will start with Marco, then I go to Jorge. And you were working with Sava. Sava will be on stage in a little while. And you had a chance, you're not gonna see the bike here, it's just a little taste of what the bike is. So I'll ask you, Marco, what was your feeling when you saw it at the first time?
Ciao a tutti, hola a todos. Well, the bike honestly is amazing, is really cool, beautiful in everything, let's say, but also is really extreme for a road bike, and yeah, it's something really special, so for sure you will enjoy.
Jorge?
Yeah, hello, hola a todos, ¿cómo estáis? First, when we saw it was impressive, as Marco said, it's really extreme. And yeah, my first thought was, I thought it was a MotoGP, no? Because we thought you will see now the aerodynamics are incredible. So the first impact was huge. I would love to ride it. I don't know if I can. But
Actually, unfortunately, you cannot.
I cannot ride, but yeah, you can. So you will enjoy.
Okay, so we can start just a little music launch, and actually you can go and unveil the new X bike, and we will tell also the name of this principal bike.
Indietro, 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 indietro. Indietro, se no non ce l'abbiamo, eccola!
An applause, please. Okay, Massimo, if you want to go next to Jorge. So, I'll ask Marco. Yes, don't worry. No. What is the thing that impresses you the most about this bike?
Allora, as you can see, especially the aero, as Jorge said, is very similar to the MotoGP one, but also the exhaust is incredible, beautiful to watch, but also very, very similar to the one we are using in the MotoGP. Everything looks more racing, so yeah, the bike is really beautiful. The line overall is very beautiful. So I wish I could make a lap.
Bueno, voy a hablar en español porque imagino que sois la mayoría españoles.
¡Bravo!
Y Marco ya lo ha dicho lo mismo en inglés, pero bueno, ya veis que la moto es brutal. Parece una MotoGP, la aerodinámica, las alas de atrás, del colín, es brutal. Y es una pena que no podemos usarla por las regulaciones, pero es una pasada. Me encantaría poder entrenar con esta, pero lo más cercano que haya a una MotoGP, así que el que pueda permitírselo, que no duden en comprarla.
Massimo, before having your comment about the bike, I want just to highlight a few characteristics of this bike. So it's the 5th generation of the X bike. It's the first factory derived bike in the world with leg wings and the tail wings, which were presented for the first time, especially the leg wings, just a few months ago with the RSGP, so with the MotoGP bike. There is a brand new feature of the structural carbon seat support. That is something that I want you to talk about, because, sì, importante, that will actually change a lot how the rider feels when he's riding the bike. The livery, which is a MotoGP 2025 livery, exactly as it is. The fairing with the ground effect, which is patented by Aprilia Racing. And last but not least, this is the most powerful RSV4 ever built, with 238 horsepower and for 168 kilograms. Basically, it's the weight-power ratio that provides an unprecedented riding experience. So just talk through it.
Well, as you said, and also as they said, from the aerodynamic point of view, it's quite a unique tool. The ground effect, as you said, is patented by us, introducing also a few more things on the back that are working quite well in the MotoGP. And so, you know, in MotoGP we saw aerodynamic going forward and forward, and we thought that that is the way, a sort of an icon for Aprilia Racing. If you think that the name is XGP, and it has been 10 years from the first MotoGP of Aprilia, you see, a bike that is coming from a street bike looks much more, I don't know, modern, much more competitive than the next MotoGP. I think that we should thank also all the partners, in particular Pan Composite. I think the structure, the fairing, so let's say the whole external part of the bike, and SC that did a MotoGP exhaust, in fact, with the two pipes.
The exhausts are just unbelievable, amazing.
That is something that we actually had a very, very similar, almost the same at the beginning of the season, and yeah, as I said, as you said, it's a MotoGP with only about 240 horsepower, but I don't know, it's a pity that they cannot ride it.
Yeah, but they were talking about the bike. I'd like to hear what you were saying, Jorge, with Marco.
Was the brakes. The brakes are same as we use. Also, yeah, as you said, the exhaust pipe are amazing. All full of carbon. The leg wings are impressive also. And yeah, I will love it. But I don't know who I have to speak.
No, it's about regulation, no? Because this bike has an ECU quite special, that is the APX, and also the dry clutch, so there are many things that are coming from just racing. It's actually a racing bike, there will be only 3 pieces available in the world, and we have one here, so we are quite lucky to see. It's quite unique.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's X as a 10 in numerical Roman number, because we have the GP, the RS GP 15 right there. And if you look at it, the difference between, that is a MotoGP bike, so 10 years is a celebration of this 10th anniversary, but the difference of the bikes is something unbelievable.
20 years gap, but that was a MotoGP, and that was supposed to be almost a street bike, but actually looks like a much more a MotoGP this one than the
Okay, I'd like to have here on stage also Lorenzo Salvadori. Lorenzo, our test rider, who actually tested the bike. Hola a todos. Lorenzo, you have a series of information there. I mean, the front forks are pressurized, the rear shock absorber. We're talking about the delivery, the dry clutch, the aero package. Maybe about the seat support, the carbon fiber, which is basically as it is in MotoGP.
Yeah, I developed this bike and the carbon support is really important to generate grip on the rear and also for the weight. In general, this bike is super, a lot of evolution in aerodynamics. So it's wonderful to ride, and also for me it's really nice because it's much closer to the MotoGP bike.
About the aerodynamics, how can influence and how do we influence the leg wings and the tail wings in the riding?
Yeah, influencing a lot in the good way, because generate more stability, especially in the fast lap. But also when you brake, you have extra support from the rear. So enjoy a lot to ride this bike.
Also because you have a huge history, a long history with the RSV4. You've been riding it for many years. The evolution of this bike, because the base is RSV4, is just impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive. Massimo said before, also we use this bike, the APX, and also all the aerodynamics and the horsepower of this bike is really nice. But also, if someone don't have a lot of experience on the bike, there is an electronic help to manage for everybody.
Okay, I think we are at the end of our presentation. So just give, please, a big round of applause for this project that is so important to us. And we will finish now with the history of the X, with the 4 X bikes that we had in the past, plus the RSV4 X GP that we presented just today. So let's clip it.